Visit WVUmedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers ApothePacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, ApothePacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with ApothePacks. Ask us about free delivery.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes. Keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
Frazier head coach Greg Boggs joins us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Frazier Bishop Canevin this afternoon taking on the Crusaders. And Greg, if it wasn't for the pandemic last year, you would have been in the WPIAL playoffs.
Well, we would have been in the we have a tough conference. You know, you have McGuffey and you have Wash High in the conference. For us to take third place in that conference last year was an accomplishment. We had a winning season. We got the highest. We've been the first winning season up at AA and took third place. And normally they take, in our conference, they usually take the top 4 teams for the playoffs. Last year with the COVID, they switched it to top 2. But we still ended up with a playoff-like game. It came down to the last game of the season with us versus Wash High for a chance to get in. So, we had a winning season. We had a third-place finish, which normally would get us into the playoffs. But we still had an opportunity there the last game of the season and fell short to Wash High at the end.
Pretty good accomplishment considering the fact that you guys had a number of injuries to deal with last year.
That's what we had a non-conference game against a Ligonier Valley team that was a 12-1 team coming in. The year before they were 12-1 and we were 3-7. But our kids went out. We put up 3 touchdowns on them early, but then we lost our quarterback for the season. We lost Kenny Fine, our biggest playmaker, for 2 weeks. We lost Jake Salashi, offense and defensive line, with a concussion for 2 weeks. Christian Mangrino with bruised ribs. So we went down 5 starters by the second half. We lost that game, but we were down 5 starters by the second half of the game. So our kids, our backups come in, next man up mentality and played. And Dom Dorkin did a nice job stepping in the quarterback for the rest of the year. And we had I thought a good season last year. A lot to build off. We graduated 13 seniors. We have 13 seniors out again this year. We're just in that small school, where you get this couple injuries and it's hard to move everybody around.
I think a pretty challenging opening game for you as well against Bishop Canevin, a single-A opponent, but they return a lot of depth to the skilled positions.
Yeah, well, and with the Canevin, you take a look at what they had last year. They have almost everybody coming back from last year, plus some new additions. Looks like they have 40-some kids on the roster. The Catholic schools can bring in some kids from other areas. They have a lot of talent. That looks like a very good Canevin team. So it's going to be a tough challenge for us at the start.
And you have been one of the smaller AA teams since they've gone to 6 classifications.
small. We're a very small double. We moved up to double A, but we're still at that close to the cutoff size-wise. So, we've had many years in the single A in the Tri-County South. Up in the double A in the Century Conference we're in is pretty tough.
I think when the WPIAL or the PIAA went to 6 classifications, it might have hurt your program more than helping it because you're one of the bigger 1A schools, and now you're one of these smaller 2A schools. And then,
we have the rest of, we take a look at going into the schedule. We have a game against, when they rescheduled every 2 years, Brentwood was a 10-win team, and Ligonier Valley was a 12-1 team. So we have a tough schedule. You put Canevin on there with a winning season last year, like you said, against a tough schedule. That's a good team. That's a challenge to start out. We're going up against a top opponent here at the beginning. I think they'll be a playoff team. So it gives us a good challenge right off the start.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Best of luck against Canevin, and we'll see you out there on Saturday.
All right. Thanks.
That's Frazier head coach Greg Boggs. Day 2 in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Bishop Canevin head coach Richard Johnson here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
If your car says ouch, bring it to Mr. Fouch. Fouch's Collision Repair in Perryopolis has been repairing foreign and domestic cars for over 40 years. They repair frames, do unibody realignment, and paintless dent removal. Fouch's Collision Repair will work with your insurance company and get your car repairs done right. Fouch's Collision Repair, 120 Fayette City Boulevard in Perryopolis, PA. Call 724-736-0824 for your free estimate. Your car will thank you.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Marietta, the Hillbilly. I'm running for Recorder of Deeds in Fayette County to restore honor and integrity to our government. I want to make our government accountable to the people who matter the most, the voters. It's time for government to start looking out for the interests of the people, not the interests of bureaucrats. I would appreciate your vote on November 2nd. Thank you, and God bless.
Paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Bishop Canevin head coach Richard Johnson now joins us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Richard, your second year here at Bishop Canevin. Program has really shown a lot of progress here over the last couple of seasons. The team was 1-9 before you took over last year, and you had a winning season last year, and in a normal non-pandemic season you would have been in the WPIAL playoffs, but it seems like you're primed to make another run here in 2021 with a lot of depth back, especially at the skilled positions.
I just think as a whole, we're more in tune as far as the community, as far as the school and administration. The guys are starting to buy in. They're starting to believe. They have faith in the coaching staff. They understand where the administration is coming from, and we're just all trying to work as hard as we possibly can. To take everything that goes wrong with a grain of salt and just keep pushing. And I'm very, very happy with how our guys are progressing, both on and off the field.
That seems like on the whole you have pretty solid numbers, especially for a single-A program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our roster, we have about a 37-man roster. We only had 5 graduating seniors last year, so everybody's coming back. So everybody who scored a touchdown last year, they're all back. This year we will continue to only have 5 seniors, so we're still a pretty young team. But, due to, the past, a lot of our guys, they might be young in, their year, but they've got a lot of varsity experience already.
You guys really playing a tough conference as well, Clairton, Jeanette, and Springdale. Really no easy Friday nights getting ready for high school football.
Oh man, it keeps you on your toes. You can never let down. You got to keep finding different ways to be creative. You got to go back, look at tendencies, and it's just a brutal conference. GCC should be up this year. They've got a lot of guys in, and they have a new coach, so it's kind of hard to kind of gauge what they're going to do, what they're going to run. They have a lot of guys back, too. So every week here is almost a playoff game. So, you're fighting for your life every single week. And our guys are starting to understand that to never let down. And we've had a good summer. We've competed against a lot of programs and, through 707. So, we're just excited to finally showcase what we have.
I'm sure it would mean a lot to get back into the postseason. You haven't been there since 2017. In fact, they did your last playoff game against Cal that season. So it's been a number of years since this team has tasted the postseason.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're playoffs is one of our goals this year. Even if you look at, our conference, I know it's 5 teams that make it, but it's a toss-up of, the last 3 maybe. So it's just kind of, we're a very, very strong conference. So even though 5 teams make it, it's going to be a dogfight of, the top 5 teams who's going to be in there.
And with the amount of experience that you do have back at the skilled positions might put you a little ahead of the curve, especially in these games early on in the season.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, even though our guys are still juniors, predominantly on the outside, they've been playing since they were freshmen. So this is the 3rd year of varsity football. We can definitely lean on them. We challenged them to step up and be leaders of this football team. They went over our expectations, and now they're captains. So, we're excited from the leadership standpoint. One of the things people asked us last year, what we're afraid of is who's going to step up and lead this team. We're finally getting those leaders to step up and lead, and we're very, very excited of our progression, our players' progression, and just the program as a whole's progression.
That's Bishop Canevin head coach Richard Johnson. Stay tuned. We'll talk to Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf, that's where. Joe B's Golf at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lot, state inspections, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible, not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Perry Drug, family-owned and serving the Perryopolis area for 80 years, offers expert prescription service, home health care, and beauty aids, over-the-counter needs, and they accept all insurances. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Perry Drug's main concern is your health and offer COVID rapid testing, as well as Moderna and J&J COVID vaccines. For more information, call 724-736-4422 or stop in Perry Drug, Independence Street in Perryopolis, wishing the Frazier Commodores a great season.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating. Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. For Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
This is Dr. Frazier Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
We get a double dose of Ian McMeans this weekend, getting you ready for Bishop Canevin and Frazier this afternoon here on WMBS High School football action. And Ian, you look at both Frazier and Bishop Canevin's programs, very similar. Two teams had winning records a season ago, would have been in the WPIAL playoffs under a normal season, and they do bring back some depth from a season ago, especially Bishop Canevin at the skilled positions.
I think they are, yeah, and both teams are, like you said, somewhat similar. That Frazier had made the playoffs for 7 straight years between 2011 and 2017, but haven't been back since. Bishop Canevin had a pretty strong run of playoff appearances as well. Down in single A, they actually made the quarterfinals back in 2016, but they also haven't been to the playoffs since 2017. So both programs have gone through some rebuilding, some rebranding. Frazier had some injuries last year that kind of hampered them a little bit, but they still got themselves into a position where they had a casket match in the final week of the season against Washington with a shot to make the playoffs, and granted they lost, but that third-place finish would have been enough to get them in. So I think they're in pretty good shape this year. I know last night on the show we mentioned that that 2A Century Conference was really, really tiered between the top teams with McGuffey and Washington that averaged 30 points a game last year. Frazier and Chartiers-Houston were in that next tier where they averaged 20 points a game, and then the bottom 3 teams of Charleroi, Beth Center, and Waynesburg only averaged 8 points a game. So Frazier should be right back in the mix. They wound up having 2 kids play quarterback for them last year. Both of them come back just because of injuries and whatnot that happened last year. I think Braden Boggs probably should be the starter. And I really think they have a good shot to win some games, be competitive, and probably, I don't know if they're good enough to challenge Washington or McGuffey for the top 2 spots, but they're definitely good enough to finish third in the Century Conference. Looking at Bishop Canevin, like you said, they've got a ton of guys that
that come back this season that have been multi-year starters for them. You know, they went through some really down years where they finished at the bottom of the conference, but they've built their program back up, and they should be right in the mix in 1A in the Eastern Conference, which is really going to be an interesting one to watch because you've got Clairton, who's the traditionally dominant powerhouse, but then you've got a Jeanette team that won the WPIAL last year and went to the state championship game, but lost pretty much their whole team through both graduations and a ton of kids transferred out or moved out of state and just a cacophony of reasons. So Jeanette's really a massive question mark this year of where they're going to fall and just what's going to happen with that program. Springdale should be good again. Bishop Canevin, like you said, has been building towards the playoff spot. Greensburg Central Catholic as well. But the team I'm watching there is Leechburg. They haven't made the playoffs since 1988. They've got the longest playoff drought in the WPIAL at 32 years, and that would just be like a great storyline if Leechburg was able to get into the playoffs as well. But it's going to be a fun race. I mean, I never count out Jeanette, and 5 of those teams are going to make the playoffs in 1A. So it's going to be a good season, but I think this will be a good matchup between these two schools as well. And Dormont Stadium's a great venue. It's usually listed, you know, in the list that people make of like the top 10 stadiums in the WPIAL and whatnot. So it's a really cool little venue there.
We're looking forward to calling the game at that venue as well at Dormont Stadium. And this is one of 9 games around the WPIAL today, including a number of high-profile games over the Wolverina.
Yeah, and that Harrisburg-Pine-Richland game is definitely going to be an interesting one to watch. Harrisburg last year, because of COVID and everything, was like scrambling to get a 4th game on their schedule because they dominated their first 3 games and needed a 4th one to get into the playoffs. They wound up getting one against State College. They crushed them. They got into the playoffs as the number 1 seed in 6A in District 3, and then they caught a COVID case within their program and had to forfeit their playoff game. So they were a team that had high aspirations last year and kind of just through a string of bad luck weren't able to see how they could do in the playoffs. Pine-Richland, on the other hand, is the defending 5A state champions, but, you know, arguably one of the biggest storylines in the WPIAL this year is what's going on at Pine-Richland with, you know, the school board fired their head coach and all their coaching staff after they won the state title and replaced them with an entirely new staff. So, I mean, Pine-Richland's got the talent in the players to be competitive this year and make a run at another WPIAL title, but it's just that question mark of, you know, what happens when they face up against adversity and can they come together as a team under an entirely new coaching staff. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. Last night there were a couple great matchups between Central Catholic and Imhotep Charter. Central Catholic was the number 2 ranked team in the state in 6A, and Imhotep was the number 1 ranked 5A team. So that was a fun one just to see, you know, a lot of talent coming together on the field at once. This Western Pennsylvania versus everyone showcase at the Wolverine is a really cool thing that happens every year. I'm glad they've been able to put it together, and these are the opportunities that Week 0 has provided for us. I know when Week 0 came into effect in 2016, I was kind of skeptical of it, but now you get these matchups of like WPIAL teams playing teams from, you know, Philadelphia, from Harrisburg, from across the state, even bringing in teams from outside the state. And I know there were a couple games that were supposed to be played against teams from Canada or Florida that they weren't able to make the trip. So it's been a cool little addition to the high school football environment here in Western PA.
When Ian comes back, he'll pick some of his favorites around the WPIAL in all 6 classifications, getting you ready for Frazier and Bishop Canevin High School football here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive see money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
With summer in full swing, is your everyday driver trying to tell you something? With new inventory so low and trade-in values are still going strong, why not trade it in for a certified pre-owned at Ford of Uniontown? And for your peace of mind, all of our gold certified go through a 172-point checklist and come standard with a 7-year or 100,000-mile comprehensive powertrain warranty. And all of our blue certified go through a 139-point checklist and a 3-month or 4,000-mile powertrain warranty. With over 70 pre-owned units ready to go and financing as low as $299 for 60 months, why not listen to your car and take advantage of a great selection of certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in and visit the Trade Me In guys and gals at Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's. That's 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com. Must qualify with Ford Motor Credit.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit PeachinPharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.McClureWolfCPAs.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
We're back one final time with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, tell us who your favorites are all around the WPIAL this season.
All right, sure. So in 6A, Central Catholic's the two-time defending champions. It's really hard to pick against them, but the team I've got my eye on there is Mount Lebanon. They return a ton of starters this season and have Bob Palco as their head coach, who has a record 8 WPIAL championship rings. So if anyone knows how to do it, it's Bob Palco. But they still have to slay the beast in Central Catholic. So those are the two teams to watch there. North Allegheny will be good as always. 5A arguably might be one of the deepest classifications this year. There's 5 teams there that are capable of making it to the championship game, and 3 of them are actually in the Big East Conference. We talked a little bit about it yesterday when we talked about Connellsville. But you've got Penn Trafford, you've got Gateway, you've got Woodland Hills, I think, that are all capable of making the championship game. Upper St. Clair's got a really good program this year. They've got a whole stable of running backs that are all good. And you still can't count out Pine Richland. I think Gateway's probably the favorite, but any of those 5 teams, plus there's a whole handful of other teams that could just get hot and make a run, like West Allegheny or Moon or Penn Hills that started a freshman at quarterback and running back last year. So they're another, they dominated everyone a few years ago and kind of hit the reset button and are on their way back up too. In 4A, Aliquip is going to be good once again. They've reached 13 straight WPIAL championship games, which is an incredible streak dating back to when they played in AA, and then with 6 classifications in 3A, then they got bumped up to 4A last year and made it again. Thomas Jefferson is the 2-time defending state champions, but they graduated a lot of people, and Bell Vernon brings back a loaded group. Their quarterback, Devin Whitlock, who outside of Rodney Gallagher at Laurel Highlands, might be the most fun player to watch with the ball in his hands. And that is just explosive. And then they've got a sophomore running back in Quentin Martin, who's already got Division I offers after his freshman year. So Bell Vernon's going to be a really good team. Plum should probably win the Greater Allegheny Conference again. But really, I think 4A comes down to either Bell Vernon, Aliquip, or Thomas Jefferson, one of those 3. It would be kind of cool to see Bell Vernon win their first WPIAL title since 1995. And they've probably got their their best chance at doing it with TJ having to reload and Bell Vernon bringing back a number of starters. I'd say the easiest class to predict is 3A. The three conference champions from last year, North Catholic, Elizabeth Forward, and Central Valley, should pretty easily win their conferences again this season. I'm not really seeing anyone mounting a big challenge to any of those three. Central Valley is the defending state champions, and even though they lost some guys from their team last year, they bring back enough that they should probably be the pretty clear favorites in the WPIAL once again. Moving down to 2A, kind of like 5A, is wide open, and there's a ton of returning talent here. I mean, Beaver Falls won the WPIAL title last year, had two running backs that ran for over 1,000 yards each, and both of them graduated, but that was pretty much all that graduated from their team, so they bring back almost their whole offensive line, their quarterback, their receivers, so they're going to be right in the mix again. Laurel, who made the playoffs and actually played Stowe Rocks to a one-point game in the quarterfinals, brings back pretty much their whole team. Stowe Rocks made a run to the championship game. They've got an absolutely loaded group of skill position players between quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. The question with Stowe Rocks, though, they last won a WPIAL title in 1987, and they've made 6 championship games since then and lost them all, is because they've just never been able to get those guys on the offensive line that when they run into a team that can dominate in the trenches. Stowe Rocks has always had the athletic talent at quarterback and receiver, but when you get up against a team that can run the ball, they've run into trouble. So Sarah Catholic played Stowe Rocks in a thrilling semifinal game last year. They bring back pretty much their whole team. We've talked about McGuffey and Washington, so it's a wide open classification in 2A. I think Sarah Catholic and Stowe Rocks are probably the best two teams, but honestly, any of those 5 or 6 teams could make a run for it too. In single A, Clairton, once again, I mean, they're just kind of the cream of the crop. They should run through the Eastern Conference. In the Big 7, Rochester and Ulsh should both be good. Shenango, who you saw last year edge out Cal in the quarterfinals, they made the semifinals last year, but Reese Watkins, their big running back linebacker, graduated, so they're going to have to kind of restock themselves. And in the Tri-County South is going to be a fascinating one to watch because West Green's got a lot of young talent. Only a couple guys graduated from that team. California's got a really good running back in Damani Stafford, who averaged over 7 yards a carry last year, and he was playing kind of a dual threat role last year. I think he's moving back to running back this year, and Hunter Assad's moving in as quarterback. So it's going to be an interesting race to watch across the board. But I think Clairton and Rochester probably are the top 2 teams in single A.
Ian, appreciate your time as always. Enjoy your Saturday while we bring you some high school football here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Great, yeah, thanks a lot for having me on, and people can follow me on Twitter at WPIAL_Blitz. Check out the website, SteelCityBlitz.com, for both Steelers and high school football coverage, and look for the WPIAL Blitz show on YouTube.
And we'll actually talk with you next Thursday night from Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side for Uniontown and Perry.
Should be, yeah. Uniontown's got the longest losing streak in the state at 34 games, so they're essentially playing a Pittsburgh City League schedule this year, so they should have some opportunities to break that streak, so we'll see what they're able to do.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Again, Frazier taking on Bishop Canevin on WBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network today. If you missed last night's Laurel Highlands Connellsville game, Nick Barczyk has a recap right after this. Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club savings account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up, plus you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit firstfederalofgreene.com. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, CaldwellBanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
If your car says ouch, bring it to Mr. Fouch. Fouch's Collision Repair in Perryopolis has been repairing foreign and domestic cars for over 40 years. They repair frames, do unibody realignment, and paintless dent removal. Fouch's Collision Repair will work with your insurance company and get your car repairs done right. Fouch's Collision Repair, 120 Fayette City Boulevard in Perryopolis, PA. Call 724-736-0824 for your free estimate. Your car will thank you. Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now at C. Herbert Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood has been proudly serving veterans in our area for over 71 years. The Catholic veterans are also committed to helping the youth in our community by holding the 10th annual Frank L. Musica Scholarship Golf Outing on September 18th at the Uniontown Country Club. Over the last 9 years, the golf outing has awarded 30 scholarships to area students. For information on this year's outing, phone 724-437-3088 or visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook.
The Laurel Highlands Mustangs entered Friday night's game with the Connellsville Falcons with an 0-12-1 record all-time against the cross-county rival. The two schools were meeting for the first time on the gridiron in 22 years, and the Mustangs partied like it was 1999 last night. Laurel Highlands took advantage of 3 Connellsville first-quarter turnovers and were out to a 20-0 lead not even 8 minutes into the contest. After a fumble by the Falcons on the game's first drive, Laurel Highlands star quarterback Rodney Gallagher started his junior season with a bang, hooking up with Keandre DeShields for the game's first points.
2nd and 9. Rod putting it up, single covers near side, and brought down for a Mustang touchdown by Keandre DeShields. What a catch there, Steve, for Keandre, and Laurel Highlands striking first, leading 6-0.
Gallagher wasn't just dazzling on offense. He made an impact on defense, picking off Connellsville quarterback Anthony Pasecki twice in the game. After his first interception, Gallagher took matters into his own hands on offense. This run to the end zone turned out to be our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game.
Twin receivers to each side. Gallagher bumped into DeMonte Kiss, and Rod keeps it himself. Look out here. Rod is loose inside the 20, inside the 15, and Gallagher's going to go 50 yards, diving into the end zone for Laurel Highlands touchdown.
That made it 13-0 Laurel Highlands after a blocked extra point. Hunter Hines recovered another lost Connellsville fumble, which would lead to more Mustang points. Running back Eric Allen, who finished the night with 8 carries and 70 yards, picked up 34 yards on one run, putting LH to the 1-yard line. Gallagher had found the end zone again on a 1-yard run, putting Laurel Highlands up 20-0, which was the score heading into the second quarter. A 35-yard Harry Radcliffe field goal extended the Mustang lead at 23-0. A late second quarter touchdown by Uniontown transfer C.J. Soltis put the Mustangs up 30-0 going into halftime. Most of the second half saw a continuous clock as Laurel Highlands extended the edge to 37-0 with this score.
Gallagher back out of the gun, 1st and goal from the 11-yard line. Takes the snap, lobs it up far side, single coverage, brought down for a touchdown, Keandre DeShields.
That score would bring the running clock into effect. Connellsville would get a score on a Zach David 4-yard touchdown run to make it 37-7. LH freshman Tristan Baker would get a touchdown on the ground to push it up to 44-7 with just 3 seconds left in regulation. Backup quarterback Graydon Jalad would hit Austin Elsner for a touchdown to pull Connellsville within 30, but it was too little too late as Laurel Highlands picked up their first ever win against Connellsville, 44-14. Gallagher would finish with 4 total touchdowns for Laurel Highlands in addition to 2 interceptions on defense. The Mustang Jr. was 9 of 14 through the air for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Keandre DeShields. Gallagher also picked up 113 yards rushing on 5 carries and 2 scores on the ground. The Mustangs, who are dealing with turf issues at their home stadium, will play their first 4 games on the road. They will travel to Southmoreland to take on the Scotties next week, while Connellsville will battle Greensburg-Salem. Coming up, though, this Saturday afternoon, we have more high school football, and we are in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame right now. Brian Morozak and Tony Anula on the other side of this break have the starting lineups, and soon the opening kickoff. The Frazier Commodores take on the Bishop Canevin Crusaders at Dormont Stadium. That's on the way next, right here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. The C.R. Parado Group High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible, not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
Brian Rozak and Tony Hanola back here at Dormont Stadium. The Frazier Commodores at Bishop Canevin taking on the Crusaders. Have to thank our live video stream sponsors, Ford of Uniontown and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Tony, as your starting lineups, the being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists. Problems of the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Tony.
All right, for the Frazier Commodores on the offensive side of the ball, left tackle will be Braden Bassino, 6'1", 202-pound senior. The left guard will be Nate Dale, a 6'1", 265-pound senior. At center will be Nick Vitale, a 5'6", 263-pound senior and a 3-year starter. Number 58 at right guard will be Aaron Panapinto, a 5'8", 203-pound senior. At right tackle, Jaden Marish, a 5'10", 252-pound junior. At the tight end spot will be Tony Masholi, a 5'10", 159-pound senior. At the X-back will be number 80, Andrew Bandish, a 5'8", 121-pound freshman. At the running back spot will be Austin Wilson, a 5'7", 192-pound sophomore. The other running back spot will be number 20, Jeremiah Oldham, a 5'9", 130-pound junior. And at quarterback for Frazier today will be number 1, Braden Boggs, a 5'9", 200-pound senior who's coming off a knee injury last year, but he threw for 339 yards in only a game and a half. On the defensive side of the ball for the Commodores, the defensive ends will be Tyler Monack, a 6'1", 201-pound freshman. On the other side will be Jeremiah Oldham, 5'9", 130-pound junior. The defensive tackle spots will be Jaden Marish, 5'10", 252-pound junior, and Nick Vitale, a 5'6", 263-pound senior. The linebacker positions, they'll have 4 of them. Ian McQuillis, a 5'7", 166-pound freshman. Aaron Panapinto, 5'8", 203-pound senior, and a 4-year starter, all-conference last year. He'll be flanked by Braden Bassino, a 6'1", 202-pound senior. He's also a 4-year starter, all-conference last year. The other linebacker spot will be Dom Dorkin, 5'9", 176-pound senior. The defensive backfield will be cornerback Andrew Bandish, 5'8", 121-pound freshman. The other corner will be Austin Wilson, a 5'7", 192-pound sophomore. And at the safety spot, Tony Mascioli, a 5'10", 159-pound senior.
This Muccioli is always around Frazier. Seems like they have a Muccioli on the roster every year.
It seems like they do, and this is his senior year, so we'll have to check the roster to see if there's any more coming up. For the Bishop Canevin Crusaders coming in after last year's 5-3 record, let's start with their offense. The tackles will be Deshaun Lakes, a 5'9", 230-pound sophomore, and Justin Lashley, a 6', 210-pound junior. The guards, Jared Garth, a 5'3", 230-pound junior, and Zach Swift, a 5'10", 240-pound sophomore. At the center spot will be Braden Suter, a 5'8", 200-pound freshman. Tight end, Braden Travis, a 5'10", 180-pound junior. Wide receiver spots, there'll be 3. Andrew Jones, 5'6", 135-pound junior. Xavier Nelson, a 5'7", 160-pound junior. And Lassay Lax, a 5'5", 130-pound junior. Running back, Marquise Carter, 5'9", 150-pound sophomore, and a quarterback, Jason Cross, getting the start, 5'10", and 150-pound sophomore. We'll be back on the defensive side of the ball
right after this. Take a quick timeout. They're going to pause here for the anthem. We'll step aside for about a 2-minute, 2.5-minute timeout here and be back with the rest of the starters here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Chris Parker Jr., 20 years as a Hyundai dealer is something to celebrate.
It's our 20th anniversary as your local Hyundai dealer and over 60 years in business.
Your great deals keep customers coming back.
You'll find super deals on all our new Hyundais, including 0% financing available on 9 out of 10 models and 3-year free complimentary maintenance on all new Hyundais.
0% financing and free sounds good to me.
How about leasing a new 2021 Elantra SE as low as $139 per month for 3 years and having oil changes and tire rotations absolutely free during your lease? In the used car market, check out our certified pre-owned Hyundais with the balance of the 100,000-mile powertrain warranty included. Not in the market to buy a car? Autoland is interested in purchasing your vehicle.
And every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or stop into Autoland Hyundai, East Fayette Street, Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Prime Rozak and Tony Hinola back here inside of Dormont Stadium, about 4 minutes away from the opening kickoff this afternoon. The Frazier Commodores and the Bishop Canevin Crusaders. Here's Tony to wrap up the SWGI starting lineups.
All right, for the defense for Bishop Canevin, defensive ends, Willie Banks Hicks, a 6'3", 220-pound senior, and the other defensive end, Jaden Torres, a 5'10", 225-pound junior. Defensive tackles, Deshaun Lax, 5'9", 230-pound sophomore. Jaden Collins, a 5'10", 285-pound sophomore. The 3 linebacker spots will be Braden Travis, 5'10", 180-pound junior. Kashawn Harris, a 5'11", 185-pound senior. And Keyshawn McCaskill, a 6'2", 190-pound junior. Defensive backfield to corners, Ajuan Marshall is 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. And Xavier Nelson, a 5'7", 160-pound junior. The safeties will be Andrew Jones at strong safety, 5'6", 135-pound junior, and Jason Cross, a 5'10", 150-pound sophomore.
And Tony, both of these teams have pretty sharp uniforms out there tonight.
Tell you what, this is going to be a great game, Brian. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's colorful here, and as you said, great venue to watch a ball game. And so far, like I said, everything looks good, and I think we're going to see a good one.
Canevin has the all grays on with a little teal, white, and black trim. The Frazier Commodores in the normal home reds here on the road with white numbers and a little black trim. The Commodores breaking the huddle off to our right. Again, here at Dormont Stadium, not only the home to the Bishop Canevin Crusaders, but Keystone Oaks also plays their home games here, Tony.
Yes, sir. And beautiful field, nice turf. And hopefully the rain holds off. It looks like it's getting a little bit cloudy, Brian. I know they're calling for spotty showers, but I think it's more up north, so I think we're going to be in good shape. But pretty warm out here. These guys are going to have to stay pretty hydrated to make sure they can get through this game.
Game time temperature 84 degrees, but rather muggy out there as well. Probably will feel a little bit hotter on that sport turf this afternoon as well.
Well, basically they're playing on concrete in a sense. Yes. So it's one of those things. So it's hot. And I actually feel bad for the band members. They all have long sleeves as well as the majorettes, so they got to be roasting in these stands. But I'm sure they got the school spirit and ready to go.
Mentioned for Frazier, the last time they were in the WPIAL playoffs back in 2017, they lost a first-round game to Riverside, and that was also the last time Bishop Canevin was in the WPIAL playoffs. They lost to California 51-7 in the first round, but both of these teams winning records last year, and they're hoping for success here in 2021 as well.
Yeah, and as we said, Bishop Canevin with a lot of returning starters, and Frazier on their end, glad to see Braden Boggs coming in and coming off that serious knee injury that took him out for the whole season. So that's going to change the Frazier team a lot and give them a lot more offensive potential here in this game against Bishop Canevin.
The Commodores were really banged up all around last year.
And they were. And obviously they're going to miss Kenny Fine, their fine player, that he did everything for them. As we said, they lost 13 seniors, but have 13 on the roster this year. So they do have some experience coming back, and it's going to be a good one here.
Take a 30-second timeout. Be back with the opening kickoff right after this. Bishop Canevin and Frazier. See Harper Honda Group High School Sports Day here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
In month 1, they'll need love and compassion from friends. Month 4, love, compassion, and school clothes. Month 6, all those things and more. After you're gone, your family will need a lot, primarily an income. That's why Allstate offers monthly income term life insurance, which pays out each month, not once.
To learn more, contact Allstate agent Russ Bleho at 724-439-9700.
Allstate monthly income term is a term life insurance policy issued by Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, subject to availability and qualifications.
Just about set to go here at Dormont Stadium. The Frazier Commodores defending the goal to our right. Bishop Canevin won the toss, but they have deferred, so Frazier will get the football first here in the opening quarter, working right to left as we describe it.
Right, and back to receive will be Dom Dorkin. Looks like Andrew Bandish, too, the deep man for Frazier.
Keyshawn Harris will kick off for Bishop Canevin.
We were impressed doing last night's game with Radcliffe, man. He hit some bombs off of the tee for Laurel Highlands last night. It'll be interesting to see what Harris can do here today for Bishop Canevin to start this game.
Mentioned Bandish off to the near side here for Frazier. Don Dorkin, who's been battling some injuries as well on the far side for the Frazier Commodores as Harris gets set for the run-up. Right foot into the ball and are underway, and a good kickoff here on the near side going to Bandish at the 3-yard line. Here's Bandish at the 10-15 coming near side and driven down just past the 15-yard line. Not a lot of running room there, Tony, for Bandish.
No, he got swarmed on pretty quick. 3 Bishop Canevin defenders, they're waiting for him, so Frazier to start out on their own 15-yard line, and not very good field position to start.
Just underway, 7 seconds in as the Commodores get set for their opening play from scrimmage. 3-year starter Braden Boggs, 5'9", 200-pound senior. His brother was also a quarterback for Frazier and ended up having to cut his career short a little early just due to some injuries as well. And Braden hoping for a successful senior season, and he'll start out of the shotgun with a protector back to each side. Twin receivers to the far side, that's the wide side of the field, and one of the near side. As Boggs takes the snap out of the gun, inside handoff going to Austin Wilson, and Wilson managing just one, maybe two, close to the 18-yard line. Tough running there, Tony, between the tackles.
Yeah, he really didn't have a whole lot of room there. This offensive line is going to have to make some holes for him. Pretty stout defense by Bishop Canevin. As we said, 8 defenders coming back, 8 returning starters, I should say. So they've got a pretty well-schooled defense here and ready to play against Frazier.
And Wilson, a young player as well, 5'7", 192 sophomore. 2nd and 8 at the Frazier 17-yard line. Boggs again, same formation. Twin receivers to the far side. Lone wide out to the near side. Takes the snap. Another inside handoff. And back to Wilson. And Wilson able to reach across the 20. Get up close to the 22-yard line. Give them 4 to bring up 3rd down and 3.
And a nice little run there. Nice little gap on the left side of the line there for Wilson to get through, and picked up a nice little 5-yard gain.
Commodores playing a little bit close to the vest here, Tony, on this opening drive. 2 inside running plays, trying to put together a couple of first downs to get things moving.
Now, an interesting stat, Brian. I looked at their stats from last year. When Boggs played 1.5 games, he had 22 pass attempts. Dorkin played the rest of the season and only had 22 attempts the rest of the season. So you had, 7 games for him. So out of 5.5 games, they only passed 22 times.
3rd and 3. Boggs is going to put it up here. A little quick out near side, and the pass is dropped. The intended wide receiver, the tight end, Tony Muccioli, unable to hang on.
Yeah, and it was a good pass, just didn't catch it. Would have had a first down as well.
Now bring up 4th down, 4th and 3 here for Frazier. They'll bring out their punting unit. Tristan Scott does almost all of the kicking for Frazier this year, but it's actually going to be Braden Bassino is going to be the punter here.
Wow, interesting.
It'll be Bassino, who is listed actually as the backup punter. Will punt it away, and they got a little pressure towards him, and a short kick from Bassino kind of takes a sidewinder bounce inside of Frazier territory here at the 44, and the Commodores will down it right there. So Bishop Canevin will have good field position when we come back. Scoreless, 10-10 left here in the opening quarter. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Day.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Good field position here for Jason Cross and the Bishop Canevin Crusaders, starting this drive from the Frazier 45, and Cross is going to put it up. Looking deep middle, was hit, and the pass just a little bit overthrown off the hands there of Lasai Lax, and Lax almost had that, Tony. That might have been a touchdown.
No, it would have been a touchdown, Brian. He had the defender beat there on the left side of the field, and nice pass there by Cross, but Lax just couldn't pull it in.
Cross was 14 of 29 a season ago for 254 yards through 2 touchdowns as a freshman for Bishop Canevin. And not afraid to put it up early on. Lax had 7 catches, 94 yards last year. Now 2nd and 10 from the Frazier 45. They bring Andrew Jones in motion. There'll be an inside handoff going here to Marquise Carter. And Carter, a nice run inside the 40. Down close to the 39-yard line. Give him 5, maybe 6 there to bring up 3rd down and a long 4.
And we're going to give him 6, and a nice hole opened up there on that right side. Lashley and Swift making a big hole right there for Carter to pick up a nice 6-yard gain.
He'll spot it here at the Frazier 40 on the right hash mark. Looks to be about 3rd and 5. As Bishop Canevin repositions personnel, setting up a triple left formation to the wide side of the field, and now Carter out to the right of Cross in the backfield out of the shotgun, and Carter's going to get the carry, looking for room on the left side, well contained by Frazier defensively. Carter needed 5, got only 2, and that'll bring up 4th down and 3.
And as we said, pretty nice stop right there looked like Bassino on the tackle, and they've got two good linebackers, as we said, in Panapinto and Bassino, both all-conference last year and with 3-year starters, so they know what to do in the linebacker spot.
Yeah, it's going to be tough running for Bishop Canevin inside the tackles. With you said, Tony, Panapinto and Bassino in there. Now 4th and 3. Canevin's going to go for it here with Cross again out of the shotgun. Hangs in the pocket. Plenty of time as a man open again, but overthrown. Lax beat his man on the near side in coverage. And that was Shane McQuillis, but the pass falls incomplete, and Frazier will take over on downs. 8:50 left here in the opening quarter. Scoreless. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes. Keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
After Bishop Canevin turned the football over on downs, Frazier will start this drive from their own 38-yard line. Another inside handoff, just getting pow-driven. There was Jeremiah Oldham on the hit. Keyshawn Harris.
Harris with a WWE tackle there. I should say WWF now. Old school, but, man, what a great play by Harris.
It was a 1-yard run there from Oldham. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, yeah, but it brought the fans to their feet here for Bishop Canevin, no doubt.
Now we get their defense into the game quickly. A lot of athletes on the defensive side of the football for Bishop Canevin. And Harris making an impact play there. He's a 5'11", 185 senior.
Plus a 4-year starter for the Crusaders.
Now 2nd and 9 for the Commodores. Boggs out of the shotgun. Another handoff going here to Austin Wilson. Wilson trying to go off tackle left side. Not much running room. Give him a yard, maybe 2 up to the 41.
Well, and that's the thing, Brian. You look at that. He's he's holding the ball just to make sure he doesn't fumble it, because you can see the Crusaders are trying to strip it away from him. But not much running room there for Wilson.
4 minutes into this one. Frazier and Bishop Canevin scoreless so far.
Well, interesting to see what happens here. Going to have to guess they're going to put the ball in the air. Really haven't done much on the ground so far here.
Boggs again out of the gun. Wilson off to his right. Twin receivers to each side from the Frazier 41-yard line. Boggs takes the snap. Pressure coming. Look out here. He's trying to set up the middle screen and able to execute it forward down to Austin Wilson. It gets down to the 45, and it's going to be decision time here for head coach Greg Boggs. It'll be 4th and 3 from the Frazier 45-yard line.
It was a nice play, set up well, but the defenders for Bishop Canevin just beat the blockers and were able to tackle Wilson for only a 4-yard gain. So let's see what they do here. Really, they're going to, if they don't convert, they're going to give the ball back to Bishop Canevin right where they left off before.
Now they're going to bring Bassino out, at least lining up to punt. Snap coming back, not a lot of pressure, and Bassino will send it away. Line drive kick going right here to the 30-yard line on the run back, Xavier Nelson. And Nelson breaking a couple of tackles as blockers out in front. Little convoy down the near sideline into Frazier territory, and he's tiptoeing the near sideline inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's going to go for a Bishop Canevin touchdown. Xavier Nelson, 70 yards on the punt return. But we do have a flag. Flag thrown back at the 47.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a hold right here. It looked like the Bishop Canevin Crusader looks like they were holding. I'm trying to catch the number here. It was Randy Pellick for Frazier. Looked like he was held here on the 47-yard line, so they're going to call this back. And a beautiful run by Nelson there to shake it all out. Broke 3 tackles and had it wide open, but they're going to call it back.
And really had a nice set of blockers out in front there, Tony.
Yes, he did.
Little wedge down the near sideline.
That's a huge penalty right there.
Nullifying the punt return touchdown. Now we have an injury timeout on the field. And we'll step aside for a quick 30 as well. 6:27 left here in the opening quarter. Frazier and Bishop Canevin scoreless. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Tony, after the penalty, the line of scrimmage now, the Bishop Canevin 43-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a huge break for Frazier right there. And they've actually got 3 breaks so far, Brian, because Cross had 2 receivers wide open behind the defenders. They could have scored on both of these possessions here so far, but Frazier defense going to have to suck it up here and stop them.
Now Cross getting out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side from the Bishop Canevin 43-yard line. A little option look, and calling his own number here is Jason Cross. Look out into Frazier territory, and Cross brought down from behind at the Frazier 40-yard line after a 17-yard run.
And Oldham with a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Cross with a nice ball fake, too.
This game's still scoreless, but you have to sense here, Tony, just 6 minutes in, Bishop Canevin with all the momentum so far.
No, I would definitely agree with that, Brian. It seems like they're just ready to go, and Frazier right now just trying to figure out what to do defensively here to stop them.
Bishop Canevin, a single-A program playing out of the very tough Eastern Conference that features Clairton, Jeanette, and Springdale. Frazier, a double-A program playing out of the Century Conference. 1st and 10 now for Bishop Canevin from the Frazier 40-yard line as they bring Andrew Jones in motion, but a screen set up here on the near side. Pass complete with some running room, Jaden Lindsay, and Lindsay able to get down to the 31-yard line, close to another Bishop Canevin first down. We'll give them about 8 to bring up 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, and a nice little swing pass there, a little flanker screen. And a nice job by Lindsay to pick his way through there and pick up an 8-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 2 from the Frazier 32-yard line. Bishop Canevin driving, 5:10 left here in the opening quarter in a scoreless game. Cross out of the shotgun, has a back off to his right. That's Jaden Torres as they spell Marquise Carter for a bit. Now coming in motion here is Lax to the near side. Will get it on the jet sweep. Lax trying to turn the corner. Does so. Breaks a tackle. Look out here. Lax a little sidestep inside the 15. Lax still going. And finally brought down with a flag at the 5-yard line on the tackle defensively for Frazier, Anthony Muccioli.
Got a feeling they're going to call this one back too, Brian?
It would be a 1st and goal unless there was a face mask there for Muccioli on Lax.
Let's see what the call is.
Flag was thrown at the 9-yard line. So nonetheless, it's still going to be a positive Bishop Canevin playing a 1st down, even if it's a spot penalty.
Correct.
Personal foul.
It is a face mask. Wow.
That's what I was thinking there, Tony, from the area of the field. That flag was thrown. Really weren't any blockers in front for anybody to hold.
Not at all. Nice job there by Lax just to show some speed. So a quick 34-yard bolt gives them 1st and goal.
Half the distance to the goal line now inside the 2. With 4:49 left here in the opening quarter. Cross remaining out of the shotgun. They brought Marquise Carter back into the game. Lined up to his right. And now the reposition the tight end. Carter gets the carry right up the middle into the end zone for a Bishop Canevin touchdown from 2 yards out. So Marquise Carter, who had 68 carries for 205 yards a season ago, gives Bishop Canevin their first touchdown of the 2021 campaign, a 2-yard run coming here at the 4:44 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and a big hole opened up there on the left side of the line by Garth and the center, Braden Suter. And Carter pretty much just walked in the end zone.
I give Bishop Canevin a 6-0 lead. Gino DeFranks now on for the extra points. The holders, Xavier Nelson. Long snapper, the freshman Braden Suter. That's to give Bishop Canevin a 7-0 lead. Clean snap coming back, kick up on the way, and that kick is good. So with 4:44 left here in the opening quarter, it's Bishop Canevin 7, Frazier 0. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Day.
Go mobile with First Federal of Greene County. Get security and convenience with First Federal's updated app. Turn off lost or stolen credit cards, check balances, manage card limits, deposit checks, pay bills, all with the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to further protect your debit card. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the app. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Harris's kickoff dropped right around the goal line. I'm trying to regain here Andrew Banish, and he's going nowhere. Banish lucky to get back to the 10-yard line there, Tony.
Yeah, well, they're going to mark him at the 10, but I don't think he got back to the 10. They're going to give it to him on the 10-yard line. I thought he was stopped at like the 8.
So Bishop Canevin, all the momentum in this game. Marquise Carter giving the Crusaders the lead on a 2-yard touchdown run at the 4:44 mark of the opening quarter, capping off a 4-play, 57-yard drive that took 1:43 off the clock. Adding the extra point was Harris to make it 7-0. Now a big special teams play as Frazier pinned deep.
Frazier pinned deep and not good field position. Got to make sure they do not turn the ball over here. And you can tell this Bishop Canevin team has a lot of skilled players, Brian, a lot of speed, and using a lot of players as well. You also have, you've had, 3 players touch the ball already on offense running-wise and a couple passing plays, so you can see that they're going to use their whole roster here today.
Boggs out of the shotgun, another inside handoff, and a minimal gain once again for Austin Wilson. Wilson maybe getting a yard up to the 11.
I don't even know if they're going to give him that, are they? I think it's pretty close.
They gave him a gain of 1.
They give him 1, but tell you what, there wasn't much there. He's got 4 carries for 10 yards here today.
2nd and 9. You have to think the Commodores at some point, Tony, are going to have to take some chances here. 4:06 left in the opening quarter, already down a touchdown.
No, I'd put the ball in the air. I mean, well, in this spot, though, I'm not so sure I'd put it in the air, but obviously they got to open up the offense a little bit. I know that normal Frazier teams try to run the ball a lot, but you got Boggs, who's a nice passer. Put the ball in the air and see what happens.
Boggs again out of the shotgun. Wilson off to his left. 2nd and 9 from their own 11, and Boggs in trouble, and Boggs is going to get sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, just no protection right there. The offensive line just could not hold back that surging defensive line of Laxon, Collins, and Hicks.
Harris actually got to him first.
And Harris
officially goes a loss of 5 back to the 6-yard line. They're 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and what do you do here? I mean, so far your punting game hasn't done much either. You've only had about 2 25-yard punts. So even at this, if they have to punt, they're going to give Bishop Canevin good field position again if they have to turn the ball over.
3rd and long. Frazier breaking the huddle with 9 left on the play clock. Boggs again out of the gun. Wilson off to his left. Down to 2, down to 1, and Boggs just gets it away. In the pocket, look out here. Airs it up, near side, single covers. That one's brought down for a, no, they're going to say incomplete. Incomplete. Unable to hang on there was Tony Muccioli. I thought he had it on the near sideline at the 25-yard line. Would have been good enough for a Frazier first down.
Yeah, but you know what, though? He's not going to the referee and asking any questions, so I don't think he thinks he caught it either. Frazier thought he caught it, but I think it was knocked out of bounds whenever he hit the ground. So he did not have possession, so it's going to be 3 and out.
A tough spot here now, having to punt from your own end zone. For Braden Bassino. You have Nelson back to receive, standing right around the Frazier 40. As the Crusaders prime for good field position here again.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, if he gets a nice running start.
And look out here, they block the punts. And they'll recover in the end zone for a Bishop Canevin touchdown. Bassino had the punt blocked, and Henry Barbish recovering for the touchdown.
Nice job there. Great penetration, and Bassino, those players were on top of him before he can even get the ball put down even close to his foot. So now all of a sudden a big play, and we said it was going to be a huge possession from their 10-yard line. Couldn't move the ball any, and winds up being another Bishop Canevin touchdown.
Jones had the block. Barbish with the recovery. And it's 13-0. Bishop Canevin over Frazier with 2:41 left here in the opening quarter. Now awaiting the extra point try here from Gino DeFranks. They brought the house. And why wouldn't they?
I would agree.
Now DeFranks' extra point up on the way and good. So with 2:41 left here in the opening quarter, all Bishop Canevin early on, leading 14-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Keyshawn Harris to kick off again for Bishop Canevin, who leads Frazier 14-0. Line drive kick off the chest of Austin Wilson, who regains, comes forward to the 25 and gets popped and knocked down at the 26, and it was the kicker Harris who made the tackle.
Yeah, and Harris, I can tell you what, man, he can lay the lick on these guys. That's a second big hit for him.
When's the last time you've seen a kicker with a tackle like that? Now, granted, Harris, not the typical kicker. He plays all around.
Every bit of, but, man, he got down that field quick. And he laid the wood right there, and it looks like, was it Oldham or who was it returning? I'm sorry.
That was Austin Wilson.
Okay,
on the run back.
So Wilson, so that's the second time he's laid wood to him. So now Frazier starting off at their own 27-yard line. Really need to do something offensively here to turn this game around.
Boggs again to line up out of the shotgun. We'll have a protector back to each side. Oldham off to his left. Dom Dorkin off to his right. Boggs trying to get something going here for the Commodores. It'll be Dorkin on this carry. A little sidestep coming forward. Look out here, Dom Dorkin getting up to the 32. 6-yard gain there for Dorkin. 5'9", 176 senior. Good to see something positive there, Tony, on the Frazier side.
Yeah, and a little misdirection. Faked the handoff on the inside, and then Dorkin coming across and picked up a nice. They're going to give him a 6-yard gain, so we'll give him 6. And a nice start here for Frazier on this drive.
2nd and 4, line of scrimmage now, the Frazier 33-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Commodores have yet to touch Bishop Canevin territory yet in this game.
And have yet to make a first down.
Boggs again out of the gunner, protector back to each side. Twin receivers to the far side. Boggs takes the snap, now whistle's coming.
Yeah, I think he had a little false start. It looked like the right guard might have jumped just a hair. Let's see what the call is here. I think it's going to be a false start, though, by Frazier.
They tried to run the play anyways with a run to Dorkin, and about 4 Bishop Canevin players kind of gave him the business a little bit in there.
Oh, no, they're going to say timeout. Wow.
Timeout taken by Bishop Canevin, so we'll take one as well. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter, 14-0 Crusaders. We're back in 60 in the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
It's a fact, we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
Have you ever been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RUN.
Forget the fuss and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact, we're Fayette County Public Transit.
After the Bishop Canevin timeout, it's 2nd and 4 here for Frazier. Line of scrimmage, the Commodores' 33-yard line. Boggs getting out of the shotgun. Triple right set. Takes the snap. Boggs rolling out to his right. Boggs looking to throw. Airs it out. Picked off. Threw it right to the defender, Xavier Nelson. And here's Nelson on the run back. Nelson at the 25-20. Nelson with a pick six, but we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah,
we do have a flag on the play, and it might be interference.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be a hold or an interference. The referee going to call it back here. It looks like they might have just thrown him out of the way. Nelson thought he had pretty good coverage, and that ball was underthrown big time. And they had to roll Boggs out because they're really not getting a lot of time for him to throw. But let's see what this call is here.
Might be the second nullified touchdown of the game against Bishop Canevin.
And for Nelson.
Yes.
And let's see what it is. Flag on the 49-yard line of
Defensive
Frazier.
holding.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell the receiver, and I'm not exactly sure who it was, but he had broken off the route, tried to come back, but it was holding all the way around. So Nelson able to step in the spot.
That's Boggs threw like right to Nelson, like he was the intended wide receiver.
Exactly. So now we're going to have a hold, and that's big because that's going to give Frazier their first down of this game.
Coming via penalty with 1:30 left here in the opening quarter.
So we're going to have a 10-yard mark off. So that's the first down, and that's a second penalty for Bishop Canevin. They counting for 20 yards, and those two big penalties right there, Brian, because the one brought back a punt touchdown return. So now Frazier with their first down and trying to keep things rolling here.
He'll take it to the Frazier 43-yard line. Boggs now under center. First time we've seen this look so far in this game. And you have Dorkin dotting the I. And Dorkin will get the football. Dorkin looking for running room between the tackles, maybe a yard up to the 44.
Yeah, they just bottled him up right there. No room whatsoever.
Bring up 2nd and 9 with 1:15 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard, but not so sure he even got that. So now it's going to bring up 2nd down. It's kind of interesting. Whenever he comes out of the shotgun, you don't know what they're going to do, run or pass. But obviously, Bishop Canevin knew once he got under center that they were going to run that ball no matter what.
Yeah, he really key on it, especially with those athletic defenders on the Crusaders side. We have Boggs back in the shotgun, a protector back to each side, twin receivers to the wide side, lone wide out to the near side. Muccioli might have had some movement there before the snap. They didn't whistle it down. Handoff went to Dorkin, and he loses 2 back to the 42.
Yeah, and it looks like they were coming on a blitz. Looked like Willie Banks Hicks was coming on the blitz. Just came in and shot the gap and able to make that tackle.
The timing was all off there.
Every bit of.
And now Frazier's going to take a timeout with 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 14-0 Bishop Canevin. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
So after the Frazier timeout, 3rd and 11 for the Commodores. The line of scrimmage, the Frazier 42. We have 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Boggs get out of the shotgun. They've stuck with this formation most of the game with 3 wideouts. Looking to put it up again on the near side. Incomplete, intended for Muccioli, but a late flag coming in, and they're going to get Marshall there on a defensive hold.
Yeah, and you can see he basically had his hand wrapped around Muccioli, and they're going to get called for another hold, and it's going to be another first down.
So both Frazier, well, if this is a first down, Tony, which you're going to mark it off 10 yards, but I don't think you have the automatic first down anymore in the high school game.
Well, yeah, it's going to be pretty close, I should say. Let's see where they're going to put it.
It'll still be 3rd down, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, so 3rd and short.
That rule changed a couple of years back in the high school game.
Yeah.
So now 3rd and 1. The line of scrimmage will be the Bishop Canevin 48-yard line with 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Frazier down 14-0. Bishop Canevin getting a special teams touchdown on a block punt. It was recovered by Henry Barbarish. Andrew Jones with a block. Marquise Carter also a 2-yard touchdown run. Now coming under center with a little QB sneak.
And no whistle. I mean, what's going on here? Yeah. Kind of interesting. That was wild. I don't think I've ever seen that before, Brian.
Well, Boggs took it for 2 yards, only needed 1, and that'll move the sticks, but the whistle was never blown.
No. It's like almost everybody just kind of quit playing, and they're going to what?
They might say no play.
We're going to have a do-over? How about that? So you got to reset the clock for, 22 seconds? Is that what it was?
Correct. I think he might have had an injury to one of the Bishop Canevin players. It was 23 coming off. I actually don't have him on my roster, Tony.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there.
I think the referee thought he was dinged up. That's a shame for Frazier because you had Boggs converting there on a QB sneak.
Well, you're going to have to go back to the same play, Brian. I mean, you get 3rd and short, and you really need to keep this going, this drive going. So, like I said, I would not be surprised to see Boggs take it again. But they're going to have him out of the gun.
Surprisingly, unless you get a quick little run up here to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. You really haven't done much rushing-wise.
You have 8 in the box defensively for Bishop Canevin. And Boggs is going to put it up on 3rd and 1. Look out, and Boggs just got driven to the turf on the sack. Jaden Torres.
Wow.
And Boggs is dinged up.
He's slow to get up his right. And that was a huge hit again. So a huge loss. Let's see where they're going to mark that. They're going to mark it on the 44-yard line.
And you had Torres coming in untouched. They had 8 men in the box. They were bringing the house. And Boggs got lit up. That'll be the final play of the opening quarter. 14-0. Bishop Canevin over Frazier. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Day.
If your car says ouch, bring it to Mr. Fouch. Fouch's Collision Repair in Perryopolis has been repairing foreign and domestic cars for over 40 years. They repair frames, do unibody realignment, and paintless dent removal. Fouch's Collision Repair will work with your insurance company and get your car repairs done right. Fouch's Collision Repair, 120 Fayette City Boulevard in Perryopolis, PA. Call 724-736-0824 for your free estimate. Your car will thank you.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Prime Rozek and Tony Hinola back here at Dormont Stadium. The Frazier Commodores, after facing a 3rd and 1 and Braden Boggs getting sacked, now will be facing a 4th and long. He'll have to punt away again here, Tony.
I'll tell you what, that was a huge hit right there. I'm glad to see Boggs get up. Boy, he got his bell rung right there. As you said, Torres with the hit and just smashed him into the turf.
Especially for a kid that missed a lot of time last year due to an injury. Not the way you want to start your 2021 campaign.
Exactly. So now they're going to have to punt.
You still have Boggs out there, though, Tony. It's 4th and 9. Boggs is still out there. Commodores now working left to right, and they're going to go for it. Wow. Boggs in the pocket, looking middle. That one's incomplete, intended for Muccioli. Pass was overthrown, so Frazier turns it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I would have done that, but two interesting play calls there, Brian.
I would have taken my chances, 2 runs on a 3rd and 1.
Well, yeah, that 3rd and 1, I mean, to have him drop back in the shotgun, you knew he was going to kind of roll out or try to throw it or do something, but at that point in time, I'm not so sure. I mean, the sneak worked the first time he tried it, even though it was one of the do-over plays, but still worked pretty well to perfection. He was right behind Nick Vitale. Looked like he opened up a little bit of hole to get the first down.
Now Cross looking to put it up again. Man, wide open, and with the reception, it's Lax for another Bishop Canevin touchdown. From 44 yards out, cross to Lax. We might have another flag on the play, Tony.
Wow. There's going to be a hold. So again, being called back. Another huge penalty.
Third touchdown nullified in this game for Bishop Canevin.
Yeah, and they're going to say that was a holding call. I was watching the referee. He said that was going to be on Jay-Sean Butler.
Wow.
He said number 55, so Butler with the hold. And that's going to bring Broad back, and it's going to cost them not only a touchdown, but another 10 yards.
They'll mark it off here from the 46-yard line where the infraction occurred, 10-yard spot foul.
So you're talking about a 12-yard penalty then.
Actually, no, they're going to line it up here at the Bishop Canevin 46, and they'll need the 34 for a first down. So it will be second down and 20. Or first down and 20, excuse me.
Yep. And again, Lax able to get wide open behind that secondary.
Inside handoff going here to Marquise Carter, and Carter breaking a couple of tackles and leaning forward, and Carter getting much of that penalty yardage back, getting 9. That'll bring up second and 11.
Carter having a decent game so far. 4 carries, 18 yards, and a touchdown.
Mentioned playing just 8 games last year as a freshman, had only over 200 yards rushing. Now second and 11 here from the Frazier 45. Bishop Canevin up 14-0 with the football working right to left as we describe it.
Yeah, and the Frazier defense right now kind of back on its heels. They need a big stop right here to stay in this game.
Triple left set, inside handoff to Carter again, and Carter breaking a couple of tackles and able to get 2 or 3 hard yards there right up the middle. Tough running there for Marquise Carter, and that'll bring up third down and 8.
We're going to give him 2, but a nice tackle there by Luke Stevens for Frazier. Just able to corral Carter and stop him. He had some momentum going. I think he would have had a bigger gain if not for Stevens.
Now officially make this a 3rd and 9 from the Frazier 43-yard line. They need the 34 for a first down. And cross again out of the gun. Carter off to his right. Triple left formation to the wide side of the field. You have Jones in the slot right as Cross looks to put it up. Again, a man open deep down the far sideline, but ruled out of bounds. Xavier Nelson unable to stay in right around the Frazier 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was one of those things where Cross just threw it on the wrong side. Threw it on the sideline side rather than trying to lead Lax and get him going down the sideline. He would have been wide open. I'm sorry, that was Nelson.
Correct. Nelson, who had 26 receptions for 513 yards a season ago. Now 4th and 9. You would expect Bishop Canevin up 14-0. 10:24 left before halftime to go forward here.
Oh, why not? Frazier has not been able to muster any offense whatsoever.
Timeout. Bishop Canevin will take one as well. 10:20 left before halftime. 14-0 Crusaders are back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public account.
Perry Drug, family-owned and serving the Perryopolis area for 80 years, offers expert prescription service, home health care, and beauty aids, over-the-counter needs, and they accept all insurances. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Perry Drug's main concern is your health and offer COVID rapid testing, as well as Moderna and J&J COVID vaccines. For more information, call 724-736-4422 or stop in Perry Drug, Independence Street in Perryopolis, wishing the Frazier Commodores a great season.
Back here at Dormont Stadium, Bishop Canevin with a football with a 4th and 9 upcoming. Line of scrimmage, the Frazier 43. Cross again, staying out of the shotgun. Carter off to his right. Twin receivers to each side, and Cross looking to put it up again. Rolls out to the far side. Now steps up, looks to run, sidesteps a man, but it's going to be stopped short of a first down here at the 37-yard line. Needed to get down to the 34. So for the second time in this game, Bishop Canevin turns the football over on downs, Tony.
Yeah, a nice stop there. That was a big stop right there by the Frazier defense.
Monarch and Odom on the tackle defensively for Frazier. So the Commodores managed to stay in this game, Tony. You've had 3 nullified touchdowns from Bishop Canevin. Frazier's still down 14-0, and they can somehow get things going on the offensive side.
Yeah, cut the lead
still in the game. Yep,
yeah, cut the lead in half. Yeah, there you go. And that's the thing. I mean, if they can just have a quick strike here, kind of control the clock here a little bit and keep the ball out of Bishop Canevin's offense's hands. And that was a nice defensive play by the secondary there by Frazier to basically have everybody covered. Cross had nowhere to go, had to pull it down and run it himself. And good play by Monak.
Timeout. Frazier will take one as well. 10-14 left before halftime. 14-0 Bishop Canevin. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lot, state inspections, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Back here at Dormont Stadium, Frazier with a 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Boggs out of the shotgun, inside handoff. Dorkin going nowhere. In fact, he loses 2. Back to the 35.
Yeah, and his defense is looking extremely good for Bishop Canevin. Dorkin nowhere to go.
Actually brought Jake Thomas into the game as another protector back. First time we've seen Thomas. A loss of 2 there to bring up 2nd and 12. Line of scrimmage now back to the 36.
Yeah, and these guys are extremely good and extremely quick on defense. They've got a lot to look forward to this year.
They could give teams like Colleton and Jeanette a run for their money, I think, in the Eastern Conference this year.
I definitely think so.
Here's Boggs again. Out of the gun, twin receivers to each side. Now flags coming here again.
You're going to have an offside. Looked like McCaskill was lined up offside. He was trying to get right in the receiver's face there. And they're going to call him for offside, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. You can hear the coaches screaming back up. So that's going to be another penalty on Bishop Canevin. And
that's really been their only bugaboo so far.
That's the only thing they've done wrong is correct. So that's 5 penalties for 47 yards here so far. And as we said, a couple of them were huge because they called back a punt return touchdown.
Now the 2nd and 12 becomes a 2nd and 7. 9:20 left before halftime. Still 14-0 Bishop Canevin over Frazier if you're just joining us.
At this point, though, Frazier, they'll take that 8 on offense, a quick 5 yards that way to try to keep any type of drive going right now.
Boggs back out of the shotgun. Dorkin off to his left. Takes the snap. Handoff going to Dorkin again, and he's going nowhere.
Yeah, and they're just – that defensive line is unbelievable right now. There is no holes at all for the Frazier running backs.
You've good size and speed. Banks Hicks, 220. He's a senior. Lax, 230, sophomore. Collins, 285, sophomore. Torres, 225, junior. And the linebackers, not as big, but maybe more athletic. Travis, a 180 junior. Harris, a 5'11", 185 senior. And McCaskill, a 6'2", 190 junior.
Well, right now I have Frazier for 1 yard total offense.
That's not going to get it done. They're facing a 3rd and 7 here. Boggs again out of the gun. Triple right formation. Takes the snap. They're going on the inside again. And Dorkin going nowhere again. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Collins with the tackle defensively there. The 5'10", 285 sophomore got to him.
Yeah, so now are you going to go for it or are you going to punt here? I mean, you got to punt, I would think.
Let's see. You need some of those runs on the last drive when it was 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So now let's see. It looks like the punter's in. Looks like Bassino's in there. So let's see what they do. They are going to set up in punt formation, I think.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Wow.
Boggs is going to stay out there using old Steve Suprick mindset here. We never punt.
There you go.
And Boggs is going to go for it here on 4th and 7. He's going to put it up. Pressure coming. Hangs in there on the near side. Pass intercepted. picked off there by Lax, and here's Lax on the run back looking for the pick six, and he's going to get it inside the 15, inside the 10, and Lax into the end zone for a Bishop Canevin touchdown. No flags.
No flags, and looks like a 61-yard return.
I think they're going to say 53 yards on the run back.
53? Okay, I thought he intercepted it around the 39-yard line, but could be wrong.
They're going to say a 56-yard run back. Beanbag throwing at the 44.
Okay. So 56. So now an interception by Boggs, and now all of a sudden this game's turned big time.
20-0 Bishop Canevin. So you have a special teams touchdown for Barbich. And now Lax, a pick six. And they'll bring on DeFranks here for the extra point.
I'll tell you one thing, Lax showed how quick he was running down that sideline. There was nobody going to catch him. Great speed.
Now DeFranks for the extra point. A little pressure coming, able to send it through. It's a 21-0 Bishop Canevin lead over Frazier with 7:17 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Sole dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Prime Rozak, Tony Hinola back here at Dormont Stadium. 21-0 Bishop Canevin leading Frazier 7:17 left before halftime.
Yeah, and still a lot of time left. And you figure how many touchdowns were called back here so far, Brian. And right now, Frazier just looking for something to find on offense, just to hold the ball for a little bit longer than a couple minutes.
Jerry Dupay behind the camera for our Facebook Live feed today, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Jerry working on his tan out there.
Yes. It's had a little cloud cover from time to time.
It's hot.
Harris is going to send it away, and a short kick. And on the run-up, getting it here is Cameron Timko. And Timko able to get forward to the 25-yard line.
So about a 12-yard return there by Timko.
We do have a flag on the play. Flag thrown at the 33.
Let's see what they're going to call here. Is that another penalty? It's got to be on Frazier, you would think.
Waiting for the referees to sort things out. Personal foul.
Face
mask against Bishop Canevin.
Wow, and I think they signaled it was on number 15, which would be Cole Zuski. So that's another big penalty there.
Frazier can't complain about the calls in this game.
Not at all. Just not able to do anything with it.
15-yard penalty moves it to the 40-yard line. Let's see if they can take advantage. It's just been tough against this defensive team speed that we've seen on the Crusader side.
Whew. They got a nice squad. There's no doubt about that.
Triple right formation again as Boggs works out of the shotgun, and they're going to come after him. But Boggs is going to pull it down and look to run. Tries to turn the corner on the far side, and no running room there. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, just nowhere to go. And really no time at all for him to even think about throwing. So what do you do on offense? I mean, you're kind of bottled up, and Frazier right now just trying to figure out exactly what to do on offense. And this defense is tough.
A speed advantage, I think, is killing Frazier on the offensive side.
Well, and you know what? We saw that last night, too. I thought that Laurel Highlands had much more speed than Connellsville, and that was a difference in that game, too, just by my analysis, which doesn't mean much.
Boggs out of the gun again. Twin receivers to each side. They really got back to the line of scrimmage on the last play, so 2nd and 10. Repositions Dorkin off to his right. Takes the snap. They're coming after him again. A little quick out near side. Pass complete to Dorkin, who lowers the shoulder and gets down to the 45. So a 5-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and 5. And Dorkin a little slow in getting it up.
Dorkin took a couple shots right there.
But even for Frazier to get 5 yards in this game, Tony, it's a fight, and then they usually end up paying the penalty with a guy being dinged up.
Yeah, well, that's only the 2nd completed pass here in this game. Boggs is 2 for 6 for 9 yards and an interception.
The Dorkin's down. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout brought to you by the Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. The Centers for Rehab Services relief is closer than you think. 6:08 left before halftime. Bishop Canevin 21, Frazier nothing. We're back in 30 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanola back here at Dormont Memorial Stadium. And Dom Dorkin helped to his feet.
And a nice touch here by Bishop Canevin. Everybody down on a knee and praying for Dorkin to be okay. It's a nice touch by the Crusaders.
Yeah, a lot of good sportsmanship, and have to thank all the folks here at Bishop Canevin for their hospitality here today. Taking care of us. They've been some nice folks to work with.
Every bit of. Well, Jerry and I were lucky to get here, so.
Oh, you got to know what stadium you're going to.
I know. We almost went to Heinz Field, but Jerry said it wasn't there, so I took his word for it.
You're down a couple stadium. We're going to be on Thursday for Uniontown and Perry.
I should have just stayed there till next week.
Could be a little dangerous.
No, it could have been very dangerous.
Well, at least you know where we're going on Thursday. Just have to remember what game we're doing.
This is true.
Next Friday, we'll have Laurel Highlands at Southmoreland. That's a road game. On your schedules, might have listed as a home game, but they're supposed to get that field turf delivered up at Laurel Highlands on Monday. We'll see if that happens.
Well, you know, a good point. My son and I were talking last night, and he said they should just take the old turf from the football field and put it on the baseball field.
They could, yeah. Why not reuse it?
Yeah, why not reuse it? You can even do that even for Hark. You know, they're looking for turf down there. Come around and take all the remnants. It's just like going to Ferris's, right?
You wonder if they still have it.
Who knows?
I think they ripped it up back in early July.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, let's piece it all together. Let's go.
Now, 3rd and 5 after the injury timeout. They inserted Tristan Scott, and he'll lose 2 yards on the run back to the 43.
Yeah,
Once again, Bishop Canevin blowing up that play.
They just make penetration and get in there, and Frazier has nowhere to go. So -2 for Scott.
They haven't punted in a while. It's 4th and 7 here from the Frazier 43. 5:19 left before halftime. Canevin up 21-0 over Frazier.
Well, I'm not so sure that they're extremely happy with their punting game right now either.
They're lining up to go for it here again. 4th and 7. Boggs bringing them out.
Well, if you're going to do anything, you're going to have to roll Boggs out. You got to give him a little bit of time.
Boggs is under center. Has Scott behind him.
Yeah.
See what happens here. Drop the snap, and he's going nowhere. And sacked back at the 40-yard line for a 3-yard loss. So Bishop Canevin takes over on downs. 4:51 left before halftime. Canevin 21, Frazier nothing. Canevin will have it here at the Frazier 40 when we come back in 30 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Don't fall behind on your home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. FHA Title I improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
So Bishop Canevin an opportunity now to really blow this game open, and Frazier taking another timeout. So the Commodores burn another timeout. 4:51 left before halftime. Canevin up 21-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Go to
Ford of Uniontown, and trade me in.
With summer in full swing, is your everyday driver trying to tell you something? With new inventory so low and trade-in values are still going strong, why not trade it in for a certified pre-owned at Ford of Uniontown? And for your peace of mind, all of our Gold certified go through a 172-point checklist and come standard with a 7-year or 100,000-mile comprehensive powertrain warranty. And all of our Blue certified go through a 139-point checklist and a 3-month or 4,000-mile powertrain warranty. With over 70 pre-owned units ready to go and financing as low as $299 for 60 months, why not listen to your car and take advantage of a great selection of certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in and visit the Trade Me In guys and gals at Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's. That's 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com. Must qualify with Ford Motor Credit.
Back here at Dormont Memorial Stadium, 4:51 left before halftime. Frazier just took their third and final timeout of the first half. Bishop Canevin up 21-0. They'll have the football here at the Frazier 41-yard line. Really an opportunity, Tony, to blow this game wide open.
Every bit of, Brian. And that's the thing right now. You've got a situation where you can't stop them on offense. Well, when Frazier's on defense, I'm sorry, you can't stop Bishop Canevin offensively, and their defense is just extremely tough. So what do we have here?
A delay here on the Canevin sidelines.
Yeah, looking like he's talking to a coach about something. Not exactly sure. So we're going to see what's happening here.
Not sure what that would be all about.
Now they're going to make a substitution though while they're at it.
You're going to have Jaden Lindsay check out and Willie Banks-Hicks check in. Banks-Hicks now in the slot right as they bring Xavier Nelson in motion, and he'll get it here on the jet sweep with plenty of running room. Nelson inside the 20, inside the 15, and Xavier Nelson into the end zone for another Bishop Canevin touchdown from 42 yards out.
Another flag.
And another flag down.
Wow. Jeez, oh whiz.
Thrown at the 25. This would be the fourth nullified touchdown of the first half, and it will be a holding penalty here against Bishop Canevin.
Wow. Nelson has another touchdown called back. What's that, the third one today?
Fourth. Oh, third for him. Fourth total touchdown.
Yeah, third for him. I mean, he could be leading the WPIAL in scoring after today, after this first half, except all these penalties against him.
I don't know if the penalties would have made much of a difference.
No.
As much running room as he had down that far side.
He did have a ton. So they're going to give him a 7-yard gain instead of a 42-yard touchdown.
First and 3.
So again, another penalty. Nullifies a huge run. And I'll tell you what, between Lax and Nelson, boy, they have a lot of speed. Tough to defend.
I'd like to see these games against Clarendon and Jeanette this year for Bishop Canevin. As Cross looking to put it up this time. He's in trouble, able to get out of it. A pump fake. Now quick out near side. Pass complete. And on the reception there is Marshall. Breaks a tackle and gets down to the 22-yard line. So Marshall able to pick up 13 yards and another Bishop Canevin first down.
And then the drive stays alive. Penalty or no penalty, it doesn't really matter.
Down to the Commodores' 22-yard line. Pena Pinto had the tackle defensively for Frazier. So another first and 10, 4:24 left on our running clock here in the second quarter. Cross out of the shotgun. Carter off to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Now he'll bring a man in motion to the near side.
Fumble.
Drop the football. Cross able to pick it back up. Try to regain, but Frazier all over that one defensively.
Yeah, Scott.
And Cross stopped for a 4-yard loss. As you said, Tristan Scott coming up to make the tackle, along with number 6, Shane McQuillis.
So about a 3-yard loss there. And really the first mistake they've made outside of penalties. So now 2nd and 13. And as we said, the clock running down to close to 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half. And Frazier really going to have to regroup here at halftime.
3:35 left before halftime. 2nd and 14 as Cross takes the snap. Inside handoff. And Looking for running room there is Carter, and Carter able to get back to the original line of, actually try to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe just got 2 there, Tony. Bring up 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, not very much. Panapinto with a great tackle there, too. As we said, the linebackers do an extremely good job for Frazier, but really, I'll tell you what, just too much speed here by Bishop Canevin so far.
And 3rd and a long 11. Football just inside the Frazier 24-yard line as we go under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Bishop Canevin leading Frazier 21-0.
Yeah, and getting a little cloudy out there, Brian.
Yes, it is. Cross again out of the shotgun. Carter off to his right, triple left formation. And Cross looking to put it up again. Rolls out to the far side, throws on the run, and has a man inside the 10 and leaning down right around the 3-yard line there on the reception. I believe that's Jaden Lindsay.
Yeah, so they're going to have a nice gain there. What, a 22-yard gain?
Down to the 3 to set up 1st and goal. Another opportunity here for Bishop Canevin to punch it in again and extend this lead that's already at 21-0. If you're just joining us, there's also been 4 touchdowns nullified on the Bishop Canevin side as well, due to penalties here in the first half. Referees getting together again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this is. Timeout?
Timeouts. Officials
referee timeout, yeah.
So we'll step aside for a quick 30. That'd be a hydration break with 2:34 left here before halftime. 21-0 Canevin over Frazier. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709. 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
So we actually have a lightning delay here, Tony, as we come back, and they're going to take everybody off the field.
Well,
that's not something we anticipated.
Nope. We're going to have to go to Nick for alternate programming.
Phil here for alternate programming with 2:34 left before halftime. 21-0 Bishop Canevin over Frazier. So a lightning delay, and that's 30 minutes, isn't it? They're telling us 30 minutes. So we'll step aside and break for some extended program. I'm looking real quick, Tony, before we actually sign off here for now. It looks like most of the storms are south of us. And they're actually sending most of the fans here outside the stadium.
Ask them to go to their cars.
And there is a cell south of us. And looking at where we're at right now, I don't think we're in danger of even getting hit by any rain at this point. Most of the storms off to the south should actually move away. So from just looking at the radar and what the chance of precipitation is moving forward, I think we're in pretty good shape as far as not receiving any rain here at the venue, but nonetheless, just due to the fact that that lightning was within 10 miles south of us, it must have been seen by one of the officials. We're going to move into a 30-minute lightning delay. So we'll stop for now. We'll send it back to our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. We'll also resume our live web stream when we resume play, but we're in a lightning delay right now. Bishop Canevin 21, Frazier nothing. When the game resumes, we'll be back to bring it to you here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe, and we at Radcliffe Law have been helping people that were injured in accidents for over 35 years. When you're involved in an accident, it can be scary. Radcliffe Law will meet with you for free, and our experienced team will provide you with valuable information needed to pursue your claims successfully. If you or someone you know are injured in an accident, call Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Marietta, the Hillbilly.
I'm running for Recorder of Deeds in Fayette County to restore honor and integrity to our government. I want to make our government accountable to the people who matter the most, the voters. It's time for government to start looking out for the interests of the people, not the interests of bureaucrats. I would appreciate your vote on November 2nd. Thank you, and God bless.
Paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
If your car says ouch, bring it to Mr. Fouch. Fouch's Collision Repair in Perryopolis has been repairing foreign and domestic cars for over 40 years. They repair frames, do unibody realignment, and paintless dent removal. Fouch's Collision Repair will work with your insurance company and get your car repairs done right. Fouch's Collision Repair, 120 Fayette City Boulevard in Perryopolis, PA. Call 724-736-0824 for your free estimate. Your car will thank you.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Somerset Trust Company is proud to call Fayette County home. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. Convenient services available at all branches include checking and savings accounts, personal and business loans, mortgages and home equity loans, trust and investment management, and more. Call us at 724-626-1725. Visit us at somersettrust.com and like us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Somerset Trust Company. Community banking worth talking about.
This is a Radio PA Weekend Review Update. I'm David Payne. Coronavirus continues to surge in Pennsylvania with over 26,000 new cases reported over the last week. The state health department also reports the number of those hospitalized rose over the week from 1,317 to 1,722. The statewide death toll ended the week at 28,180. The number of adult Pennsylvanians fully vaccinated rose this week to 65.3%. The rising number of cases prompted Governor Tom Wolf this week to call on state lawmakers to return to Harrisburg early and approve legislation requiring masks be worn in public schools. Republicans who control the House and Senate were quick with their response, leave that call up to local districts. As the debate over masks in schools continues, a state lawmaker is proposing to let parents have the last word. Mark Sims reports.
Senator Judy Ward, Vice Chair of the Senate Education Committee, has proposed a bill which would allow parents to opt out of their children having to comply with a school mask mandate, saying she's heard from many parents concerned about the effects of masking students all day.
I'm not sure we have the evidence to reassure parents that it wouldn't be a problem to mask all day.
The State Departments of Health and Education support a recommendation by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that children wear masks in schools, but the Wolf administration has no plans to implement a mask mandate, leaving that decision to local school districts. I'm Mark Sims.
And with COVID continuing to dominate our attention as the new school year begins, Acting PA Physician General Denise Johnson reminds students and their parents of the importance of getting vaccinated against other diseases as well.
Vaccine-preventable diseases can be dangerous and may require hospitalization. A discussion with your doctor or child's doctor can help to determine which immunizations you need.
This has been a Weekend Review Update from Radio PA.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. That's 800-275-7851.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Going on now at C. Herbert Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is from GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles. Year lease is $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club savings account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit firstfederalofgreene.com. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County and MLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers ApothePacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, ApothePacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with ApothePacks. Ask us about free delivery.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you've put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at www.myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning the latest techniques can do for you or your family. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616. That's 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
This is Dr. Frazier Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437